to day 3 of Get Organised week. I hope you're enjoying the week so far. If you are, I'd love for you to leave me a little comment below letting me know which has been your favourite video, what you're hoping to see come up in the rest of the week, and also subscribe and turn on post notifications if you haven't done so already, so you're up to date with all of my videos and you'll be the first one to know each day when the newest video goes live. You may or may not have noticed that I've had the chop since yesterday's video. I've had 4 inches cut off my hair. I really love it, so I look a little bit different, but probably not that different. So today we are in the kitchen and we're going to tackle an area that I really need to do, and that is our pantry cupboards, the cupboards around our fridge freezer. They've got really messy, and I think sometimes when you have big cupboards and you think, oh wow, this is amazing, I've got so much space, they're the ones that end up getting the messiest. So I'm going to focus on this today and then probably move on to the fridge. The fridge is looking quite bare because we're due a food delivery actually any minute now. I'm going to show you inside the cupboards now what they look like, and then I'm going to show you some organisational things that I've recently bought to get these cupboards in order. So as you can see, there is really no rhyme or reason to how these are organised at the moment. They've got a little bit crazy. Then this side gets even more crazy with vitamins and medicine, washing stuff, dog stuff, kids snacks. I'm going to brave it and open the fridge so you can see. It's not the best the fridge has ever looked, but this is currently what we have in our fridge and what we have in our freezer. This hasn't been organised in a while. I have bought a few things to help me get these cupboards organised. This wasn't here before. If you're wondering why I have this spice rack and I'm not using it, Ricky's literally just put it up for me. I also have some seagrass baskets which I got from one of my other cupboards. I've had them for ages, but I'm going to buy some more because I find these really handy and I'm going to use these for some snacks and crisps and things. Then I also purchased these little containers which I'm hopefully going to put pastas and dried food and things like that in, and then I'm going to label them with my chalkboard labels which you may have seen yesterday. And then finally I have these little IKEA shelves. Hopefully these are going to help in terms of putting them in the cupboard so that each shelf, or well 2 of the shelves, have 2 levels to them, because I find that these shelves obviously get very wasted and things start to get stacked on top of things and then you can't see what you've got. So I'm hoping that's going to help get that organised in these shelves as well. So I think the best thing to do is, like I've done on the other days, start getting everything out of the cupboards and then organising them into categories. So things I want to keep, things that are maybe expired. I'm going to organise all of that now and start getting it out and then clean the cupboards out.
Between concrete walls, there's a place for us where we could go, where we could be alone.
This is what I was previously keeping my herbs and spices in, which I thought was quite a good storage solution, but I have more than fits in this now and I never can see what I've got, so it's actually not that great.
I can't explain it, but it's there. Ain't nobody gonna find us in our secret love affair. I don't wanna have to hide no more, it shouldn't be unfair. I wanna go and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that? I wanna go and I wanna know, do you wanna follow? I can't understand why we can't hold hands, but they don't know what we have is real love. Aren't you sick and tired of having to hide? I know a place, do you wanna follow? There's something in the air, I can't explain it, but it's there.
This is taking so much longer every single day than I expected to. I thought this would all take about an hour or so. I've been at this for hours now, but you can't tell obviously because it's sped up so fast. I'm going to tackle the right hand cupboard now, which hopefully is a bit easier than the kind of food pantry one.
Baby, do you wanna follow? Come with me, do you wanna follow? Baby, can't you see that?
So finally done. That took me about 4.5 hours, but I'm going to show you the finished result. I'm so pleased how it's all turned out. So this is what it looks like. So we've got, I still can't get used to that being on there. So we've got this, ta-da! Then we have this. It's so organised and tidy now and labelled. It makes my OCD heart very happy. The biggest difference is obviously the spice rack. This I am in love with. I wish we'd got one of these when we first moved in. So we've got all of our spices, we've got salt and pepper there, and just also stuff that I just grab for quickly that's always in the back of the cupboard, like baking powder. And then I've put a few bits in here as well, like we have 3 cartons of passata, we've got quite a lot of vegetable stock cubes, things that again go to the back of the cupboard and then I repurchase when I really don't need to. So this is going to help us stop wasting money. And if you see me ever buy another paprika or cinnamon or what else have we got loads of, cumin, just tell me off, because I have like 3 or 4 of each of those, so they really need to be used up now. But I'll link all of the storage solutions and things that I got, because they were all from Amazon, so I'll link them below for you. But this is just brilliant, especially on thinner cupboards. Then in these 2 I've put our junk food, I guess. There's packets of crisps in here. We just got our shopping delivered, so everything's quite full and replenished at the moment. We've still got Easter eggs, so it's got sweets in and that's got crisps in, and they're up quite high to try and deter us from going to it, and so the boys can't just help themselves. Then on this shelf at the back I've put baking ingredients, things that I can again get to really quickly, and then I'm just going to put anything that we get, like biscuits and stuff, just in the front here. But other than that, that shelf's really clear. On this shelf I used one of these, I guess they're shelves in themselves. that just did not make sense. So I used one of those. It's still not perfect, but I can see everything. I've tried to use a bit of a shop system, so I've put like things behind each other so I can see what's at the front and that's what's behind, if that makes sense. Like chopped tomatoes, beans, types of chickpeas and butter beans and stuff. And then at the front I've got more sort of breakfast things. We've got loads of Marmite, we've got Nutella, we've got honey and lemon. Basically you could have a great pancake if you come into this cupboard. We've got some maple syrup, peanut butter. This I love. I have organised into these little canisters that we got also from Amazon. So some things are a bit lacking. I do need to replenish, like the risotto rice. I've also got some tagliatelle, some orzo, randomly some walnuts, but they were in a packet and there was a lot of them, so I didn't want them to go to waste, so we can use them for another recipe. I broke my spaghetti into 2 because I was actually a bit disappointed. I thought I'd got one of these that fit spaghetti, but turns out I didn't. So all I did was just break it in half. Wasn't difficult, and I break it up into probably another 3 bits when I make spaghetti bolognese anyway, just so that it's easy for the boys to eat. So we had so much spaghetti, it's absolutely full. And then red lentils, and then all I did was write the sell by dates on these blackboard labels. So you may have seen these yesterday. I used them in the kids arts and crafts and games cupboard. And I absolutely love them because you can actually just wipe these off with water if you change what's in the containers. So I've just written the sell by date so I know the dates on them without having to keep all of the packets. And then finally, if we go down here, I've used one of those shelves again. So up there I've got some like sauces, soy sauce, extra rock salt and stuff that I don't need to get to that often. I've also got some poppadoms for this week's dinner. At the front I've got some oil, rapeseed oil, olive oil, and then some balsamic vinegar, and also red wine vinegar, just things for recipes and stuff. And then in here I just put all of our pouches. So we've got like things like this beef and tomato casserole sachet, we've got lots of couscous, we've got the bags that you flavour chicken in, and then also some basmati rice and some like random things at the back like cumin, but they're just nicely sort of filed. And then I do also have some more basmati rice at the back. So I've tried, like I said, to put it in like a shop style so that I can just bring that forward when this rice is gone. I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. This is gonna be, I know it sounds silly, but it's the little things that are a bit life-changing on a day-to-day basis. And then on this side, this actually went so much better than I thought. I didn't think I'd be able to organise this very well. At the bottom I've got all the dog stuff now, so it's kind of away from the other stuff. But yeah, it's all together. I know people hate this dog food brand, and I know I'm going to get comments about it. They've eaten it for like 6 years, so I don't want to just suddenly change it, but I know people do not like this dog food brand. But they've got their treats this week happen to be the same brand, but anyway, they've got food and treats, and at the back they've got shampoo and brushes and also toys. And then we've got our cereal, so lots of different cereal and porridge oats at the back. Then I've also put their vitamins here because they are obsessed with taking their vitamins, but they were right at the top, so some mornings we would forget. So now they can have their breakfast and their vitamin. And then here we've got their snacks. It might seem a bit weird that I keep these in this cupboard and not in the other food cupboard, but these are more sort of travel snacks. We put these in their bags when we're going out for the day. So there's like winders and these coconut rolls by Kiddelicious. There's crisps, there's organics. Then I have what is pretty much a free shelf. I've got some extra kitchen roll at the back, and then I thought I would put our sun creams just here by the back door so that we can just grab them when the boys are playing in the garden. So I thought that would be a good thing to just pop there. And then I got my stickers out again to do some labelling. Here is where we always keep the washing stuff because it's kind of out of reach. So we just pull this little tray out and it's got all our washing up stuff, colour catchers, all of that in, apart from the comfort, which is huge at the moment, so that just goes there, and some room sprays. And then at the top I organised all our medicines into the kids' medicine, first aid stuff, painkillers, so like just ibuprofen and paracetamol stuff, and then stuff for colds like tissues, Albus oil, Lemsips, that kind of thing. And then I do have some more sun cream up there, which is kind of like backup spare. Finally, if I just open the fridge, I won't spend too long on this. At the top I've got all of our cheeses, I've got eggs as well, and yogurt, so dairy products really, and eggs. And then I've got lunch stuff. I've got butter and dips and chicken and ham and things for lunches. Then down here, just a bit of a random shelf. That's just some wrapped up food from earlier. I've got some mash. I also have this thing. People are always like, why do you have an angry looking toy in your fridge? But if you remember my testing cleaning gadgets video, I got these little things, and basically it deodorizes the fridge. It's got baking powder in it, so I just refreshed that, and it actually really works. I couldn't say in that video because I'd only just got it, but I do not notice that the fridge smells at all, so I love this. It's great. I just pop it in the middle. Down here I've got some extra fruit and veg that couldn't fit at the bottom, and some wine and some juice. Then I've got meat and fish, and then I've got vegetables, fruit and vegetables. And then in the door I've got condiments, milk, some champagne that never gets drunk, and some more juice. I know you're not meant to keep milk in the door, but we always just have. I'm not sure if that's the optimum way to arrange your fridge. I know meat's meant to be at the bottom and things like that, but that's just kind of how it is for now. And then in the freezer, I've just got Yorkshire puddings. We seem to have quite a few of them, and some bread. We freeze a loaf of bread every week. Then potato things. We've got chips and hash browns. Then we have microwave bags of rice. I know that's quite lazy, but I'm rubbish at making rice, so these make it a lot easier. Vegetables, and then I also have some pizzas. We always have these in the freezer as just a quick backup, and some fish fingers. And then in the door, all I have is a random apple crumble, some ice blocks, and then an ice cube tray, and my last lemonade lolly, which is mine and no one else's. That is a real weight off my shoulders. I know it sounds silly and it's probably just such a minor thing in the grand scheme of things, but that has honestly made me so happy to have that organised. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. Once you get your home in order, it just I think it's good for your mental health, you know, to get things organised. Really hope you're enjoying this week so far. I'm putting so many hours into filming and editing these videos, so please do give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'd love it if you wanted to support me by subscribing. It really does make a difference when you watch and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment, let me know if you're enjoying the week so far, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.